Alright guys, welcome to a new tutorial series. This is for Discord.js version 13. In today's video, we're going to be using a Ubuntu server, and I'm going to be doing it through all commands. To get started, let's first create a new application. I am going to call this one, let's get a name for this bot. Let's call it tutorial bot version stands for Discord.js version 13. It's going to be a personal one. Let's create it. I'm going to give it an icon. You do not have to give it an icon. Just going to pick a random one here. And then we'll add the bot. Now it's time to give it its intent. This is required as of Discord.js version 12. I never really showed this part, but it is required. You do not need this one. You just won't be able to get the present status if you don't have it. But I like giving them both equally. And then we're going to give it bots. And because we'll probably have some slash commands, we're going to give it application commands as well. An administrator. And we'll go to a new tab. And we'll invite it into our server. It's going to give this little message. It'll be allowed to create a slash command. And not be able to microbrew some local, whatever that is. So we're going to invite it into my server. And we'll continue. And it has administrator automatically. And then make sure you give it the roles that you want to give it. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. There we go. So now it's all set in the server. Now we can actually start coding it. First, we're going to run npm init. And also make sure you install Node version 16. It should look like this when you're done, including npm I. It should come with it. I have both equally. I'm on version 16.6.2 as of this video, and 7.20.3. Now we can npm. Now I can clear this terminal. Make sure you're seeding into your directory as well that you're going to put this into. I'm going to npm init now. And follow the steps. It's tutorial version 13. It's 1.2 description. I'm going to hit enter for now, all the way through. And I'm going to edit that one. So I'm going to nano into the package.json real quick. And change this to source/index.js. Okay, then. Now we can run npm I discord.js moment and mongoose. We're going to be using mongoose as the database in the future episode. Now, if I read the package.json, you would see that we have Discord.js version 13, we have moment, and we have mongoose. That is very important. I'm going to clear that now. Now we need to make a directory for our token. I'm just going to make a directory for secure. And then I'm going to touch a file in. So let's do secure token.js. Then I can nano into that file. Okay, now that I'm in the file, I can do exports. Token equals to, and then that's where you'll put the token. I'm going to grab that now. Now I do want to note that when I do send this, I will be pressing this button when this video is published, so I won't try taking it or anything. I need to place the token. Then I can save this. Well, that token's ready to go. Now we can do the config. Exports dot prefix equals to, I'm going to do equal sign for now. And that'll be it for the and I'm also going to do version. Alright, that's it for the config file for this episode. Alright, now we can go and do our source file. So we're going to make it directory source, and we'll touch source index.js. I'm going to full screen this so you guys can see. I don't know how to. Okay, we're good. Never mind. So source index.js is where we're gonna go. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. So first, we're gonna require discord.js version 13. So to do that, we're on const client intents. Intents is required in this version. Require discord.js. Now we're gonna get the content. So const clients equals to new client intents dot flags dot yield. And we're also gonna do intents dot flags dot yield messages. That should be all we need at the moment. So we're just going to close that. And of course, we will add more intents as well. So this is the config import. This is what imports all the config files. So we're actually going to need prefix. So we're going to import the config here. It is important that if you are doing console version of coding, not VSC or Visual Studio Code or any other way, then you make sure you type it in exact, because it won't tell you where it's located as you're typing. I'm going to put the token now. This is important as well, otherwise the bot can't be logged in. And we're just going to go into the secure file and pull that token file. You'll be wondering why I'm not putting .js in. It does not have to have .js in JS. It actually knows it's a JS file. So now we're ready for the ready event. So we do client dot on ready async square to console dot log ready. That's all we're going to put there for now. We will add more there eventually. Now this is the message event. This is where it changed from version 12. So if we do version 12, it was just message. Here. But it has been changed to message create. And if you don't do that, it will error. Or give you a depreciation warning. As they did change it. It's still the same thing here. So if you're updating your bot, it would work. Now this message event is very confusing. So we're going to do if message.author .bot. And we can just return. That way it doesn't activate if it's a bot user activating the commands. Then if not message dot content dot to lower case dot sub string and that's substring that starts with prefix. Now we'll pull the prefix. Now if it's not, doesn't start with the prefix, we're just going to return as well, as it does not need to do anything with that message. Now we can do let args equal to message dot content dot substring prefix dot length. Then we're gonna split with the space. Now we'll catch all the spaces within the args. Then we can switch args. Now the switch won't be here when we set up the command handler. But for now, this is how we're going to do it. It's the simplest way to do it without wasting time on this video. Now we're going to do message dot reply then we're going to do it in this exact format. Content is hello. And then we're also gonna loud mentions, because replied has changed, and you'll see what I mean here in just a few seconds. Replied user, and we're going to do false, so that way it doesn't ping the user, because we don't need to ping him when it says hello. Now if you want to ping it, just say true instead of false, and we're just gonna close that, then break the case. And we're going to end this switch there as well. Okay, now we're ready to log in the bot. So we're going to do client dot login. Then we're going to say token. This hasn't changed since version 12. So if you're used to version 12, you know how to do this. And that's it. Now we can save and actually run the bot. And it's ready. So we go into our Discord server. We can do equals to hello. And it replies. Now this is where it changed. It used to do something like this. Okay, I don't know. I don't have that code in there anymore. But it used to just reply using the @ symbol. And it would tell you it was completed or hello or whatever. Now it actually uses the reply system that we have access to, which is nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I work so hard on these videos. Here is the previous video, where you can watch the previous video. Here is the recommended video from YouTube. Here is the playlist to the series that is currently playing, and hit subscribe.